A-I-A-I-O, in the travel bin we go. Got that AI on the low, taking flights to and fro, booking trips in a snap with a simple chatbot flow. A-I-A-I-O, revolutionizing how we roll. Gonna hop on a plane, feeling so.
Welcome to another episode of the Everything AI in Travel podcast, where we hear from the makers, shapers, and buyers of AI technology in the travel space. Here's your host, Tony Khan.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Everything AI and Travel podcast. And today we've got one of our special episodes in our educational series. So if you are a smaller company and you haven't got started with AI yet, this is your chance. Just follow along, 15 minutes, practical sessions, tool right in front of you. You're in the safe hands of Santiago Rodriguez, who has a PhD, he's an educator. He knows his stuff inside out. He's built tools that you can follow and easily learn from in just 15 minutes. If you're working in a company and they're not taking AI seriously, then your career is in jeopardy. This is a chance for you to get the skills that you need so that at least you are up to date, right? Now, I hope everyone really enjoys this series and gets something really special out of it. Now over to you, Santiago.
Okay, hello everybody, and thank you for staying with us in this series of AI tools that will help you attract high-value visitors and boost your career in a very simple though powerful way. So today we have a very special chapter, which is actually the phase the AI when within our framework to attract high-value visitors. We already start creating the content to attract that target market that we develop in the first steps. So just for general context, again, how to access these tools for free, you just go to santiagor.com/free AI tools. That is santiagor.com, just like in the text down here, /free AI tools. And there you will get this button, get the 9 free tools now. You click there and you'll get the link directly in your email for free to get access to these AI tools. And just to remember, once again, really quick, the framework we're going through is how to strategize, collect intelligence, create content, and then perform the outreach to the type of visitors we want to attract. And within that process, in the previous episodes of this series, we have already gone through the AI tourism expert, the context-based market assessment, and the statistical forecasting AIs, all within the strategy and intelligence phases. And now we're entering the content creation phases with 3 different AIs. And today we're reviewing the travel blogger inspirational AI. And I say this one is really special because right now is where we can start creating the content that can put us out there online as experts in our field, in our destination, in our specialty, to start reaching out to people. Of course, in this step, we're not reaching out to our audience yet, but this is the content. We're starting creating the content that would allow us transform this long form content into smaller pieces in the next steps to have a very consistent content campaign to reach our targeted specific traveler that we want to attract, that we defined in the first strategic and market intelligence steps. So what is this AI about? This AI is all about an expert travel blogger AI that creates long-form inspirational articles about your destination with an engaging storytelling itinerary approach, highlighting responsible and sustainable travel behavior. Craft relevant content for your ideal visitors to learn about your destination gems. And once again, it's very easy to start here. You just click start with step number 1. And once we do that, the AI will start guiding us, right? Start with step 1. And you can see here how AI starts opening the process. Perfect. Let's begin with step 1, input. This is where we define exactly what destinations or attraction will be writing about. So please tell me, and here AI gives you different approaches you can have to create your inspirational article. What destination or attraction would you like the article to be about? It could be, for example, Machu Picchu or the city of Lisbon or a region. It could be a specific place, a city, whole region, or a whole country, right? Depending on what you want to transmit to your audience. If it's a larger destination, like a city, region, or country, meaning countries within specific attractions, do you want me to create a multi-stop itinerary or just a shorter story-style article about one special aspect? Maybe you don't want to describe at this point a whole itinerary because you're creating the content just to inspire visitors that still don't know your destination. You just want to describe some special characteristics of your destination, either it's a city, region, or a country, right? If it's an itinerary that you want to create, would you like to tell me how many days or stops to include and specific places or experiences you'd like to make sure I include, where you'd like the itinerary to start if that's relevant for you? So once you share those things, we'll move to step 2. So in this case, what did I do? I just clicked once again the record button and I started just sharing the AI my ideas about what I want. And let's read this. Keep up with me because this is important for you to have an idea how to give instructions to AI. So I just said, so first of all, remember that I want to target German travelers because that's why I've been working with my strategy and market intelligence in the previous steps of this series. Between 25 and 50 years old who are interested in experiences in the Andean region, combining natural and cultural experiences, and also consider that my center of operations or destination is Cuenca, the city of Cuenca in southern Ecuador, and I want to create a 7 days itinerary, starting in the city of Cuenca and finishing in the city of Quito, the capital, where they can take the international flight to their home country. So give me the best itinerary combining these characteristics that include all the highlights that we can take into consideration to make it really attractive for a blog article that inspires Germans that have not yet discovered this destination. For the moment, keep it in English, and you can help me with translation when we finish. So AI tells me, great, 7 day high journey from Cuenca, southern Ecuador to Quito. I mean, it's perfect, etc., for a group of travelers, etc. And already starts giving some ideas, right? Like the title, From Colonial Cobblestones to Volcano Views, 7 days in the Andes of Ecuador. Great, it makes great connection between the beginning and the end. Subtitle, Mini Hook, Andean Gems, Crafts, and High Latitude Peaks. And gives you a 7 days highlight already itinerary here to like draft the idea, the plan of the article that you're going to write with the help of AI. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, you are the expert in your destination. In this case, to be consistent with the previous chapters of this series, I'm still using the same combination, Ecuador as the destination and Germany as the source market. And I'm focusing here in the south of Ecuador and north of Andean and Ecuador. And I can tell here, based on my expertise, that this itinerary is fully viable. You can really do it. It's well thought, it's well put together. Now let's keep seeing how AI manages details. And then in this case, AI also gave me already the storytelling itinerary, the draft, right? What it's going to say in each one of the 7 days that we describe above. At this point, you can make any corrections and you can tell AI, hey, number 3 and number 4 day don't make sense because you cannot, for example, you cannot reach these places in this time. You need to put another thing in the middle, and you can give any instructions you want, just as if you were working with a human colleague, right? Creating an itinerary, only that this colleague works whenever you want to work, at any time and any day of the week. And let's check just this first case to see how the AI starts describing and talking about each one of the days. Welcome to Cuenca. Arrive in Cuenca, set your bags down and breathe in the cool, high Andean air. The city lies at 2,500 meters above sea level. The red tile roofs of the colonial center, the blue domes of the new cathedral of Cuenca rising above, the gentle flow of the Tonobamba River. Besides, okay, I can see that the AI has a nice sense. Oh, and look, these final lines here. Perhaps try local dishes like yapingachos, potato pancakes, great translation, ornado, roast pork in a sustainable, conscious place, as that meat is locally raised. Avoid plastic bottles by refilling. Great. I can tell you this is really accurate. Actually, I was born in this city, in Cuenca, in Ecuador. So I can tell you this is a great description, an initial description for an inspirational article, right? And take consideration, this is just a draft. And also the AI will include travel kindly, how to leave a positive footprint. I'll give some suggestions to travelers about that. And then a useful inbox, it'll give you some practical tips like best time to go, how to get there, start point, approximate duration, recommended local contacts, links to community projects. So it gives the reader already a lot of information about how to make this experience greater and more meaningful than just standard tour or something like that. If you like this outline now AI tells you, I'll now go ahead to step 2, research, and pull in deeper information for each stop, craft villages names, market days, local accommodation, etc. Shall I proceed to step 2? And by the way, in this case, I am not asking AI to include numbers of hotels or restaurants specifically. But if you want, you can tell AI, hey, I want you to describe all these places to visit, and please also suggest one high-end hotel and one budget hotel for each one of these places, right? So in this case, AI is asking you whether you want to proceed with next step, which is making a deeper dive into each one of these days that we put here in the summary to actually craft the final itinerary. So would you like me to move to step 2, research now? And I say, okay, great. I said, yes, of course, proceed. And it makes this deeper research now. And it shows you some of the data it gathered and shows you also the sources, some more specific details it gathered for the itinerary. Remember, this is not like a really detailed itinerary, do it yourself. That's what we will make in the next step, the next tool of this series. But it has to be a realistic inspirational itinerary. So AI is looking for sources to check everything it's suggesting you from its knowledge base. So Crab Village is near Cuenca, well as in Chordo Lake is confirming that. Cajas National Park, it's actually near Cuenca. Avenue of the Volcanoes Corridor, which is the one connecting Cuenca with the capital of the country, Quito, where there's the international airport. And additional practical details for the it's taking some notes here. And finally says, okay, after verifying the research content, you can ask AI at any point, remember, okay, adjust this, add this other thing, or I'm uploading here this document that you can get inspiration from, or here's my document with my current tour, take some inspiration from this information or from my website, etc., etc. And then you can say, okay, now I will proceed now that I have all this information AI says, now I can proceed with actually writing the full article, okay? Weaving all these insights into the story-driven 7-day itinerary for travelers, German travelers, 25, 50 years. Okay, amazing. Thanks for the green light, because I just said proceed, right? And then it gives you the full article here. From cobblestone to volcano, 7-day ending journey from Cuenca to Quito, the mini hook, misty lakes, and market magic. And then you see here the article, full article with introduction, the itinerary at a glance, and the description of each day. And you can read here how the description is a little bit changed based on the first draft, and it's more like storytelling and inspirational. You see here, let's read this first paragraph. Cuenca welcomes you with thin, crisp air and the bell shim hush of the late afternoon. Step into Plaza Calderon, where the new cathedral's blue domes glow like polished porcelain. Cafes spill small tables onto the cobbles. Baristas pull rich espresso from high-grown beans, while old friends gossip under a parade of geranium balconies. Follow the Tomebamba River, its water catching gold as the sun drops, and watch joggers and families drift past it. Well, I can tell you, this is a great description, a great summarized, inspirational description of what you can see in my hometown. And then, well, you can keep here reading all description, and whatever makes no sense, whatever is not correct for you, you are the expert. Once again, here, AI doesn't know everything. AI is not perfect. AI is your assistant. So whatever you see here that is lacking, that is not correct, that is not right, you can just AI itself to correct it. And by the way, you can at any point here use what is called the Canva mode. You just write here, enter Canva mode. I will not do that just for the sake of time, but when you do that, sorry, canvas mode. When you do that, what AI will do is will open a window so you can edit with the help of AI this text here. Right now, this text is only read, but if you want to edit it, you can ask ChatGPT. When you select something here, you have this menu here. You can ask ChatGPT to enter canvas mode, or you can just write here in the prompt, enter canvas mode. But in this case, for the sake of time, we will leave the itinerary as it is right now. You see the travel kindly suggestions, the useful inbox, the final wrap up, and ready for step 4. You see here you have a full, completed, high quality research, fully inspirational itinerary. Of course, my suggestion here is not just to copy and paste, as I am insisting. Don't just copy and paste this. Review it, read it, improve it with your expertise, with your tone of voice, with the style. Of course, you can also ask AI to use a specific style to match yours, and then you make this content totally, absolutely yours, right? So you might say, okay, the article is ready. What is step 4? So step 4 is, shall I craft a cover image? Yes, AI can also help you to craft a cover image. And I have created several options here. And look, I mean, I said proceed with the cover image, and each It just doesn't create it, right? It first describes and discusses with you what is the concept of cover image you want. So below is the concept for the main visual. Cover image description, style, 4K ultra high definition promotional poster with this composition here, with type of elements you want in the image. So you can even discuss and design the image. But if you like the description here, you just click proceed, and I mean, in this case, I asked AI to create like a cinematic, a conceptual poster, of course, to give people an idea of the type of experience I'm talking here about. This is great because you have the several elements: the Cathedral of Cuenca, the cobblestone street, the colonial part of Cuenca, the Cajas National Park, and at the bottom, the Avenue of the Volcanoes with this volcano here, and with the person going like from the city of Cuenca to the volcanoes, which is actually the flow of the itinerary. And I said, yeah, okay, great, but I like it to be like a little bit more realistic, so it make it still like with this, like this action movie or this inspirational movie style poster, which would be really nice for a cover in a blog post. But if you want more like photographic realistic poster, you can ask AI also to make something like this, like with an actual pictures. And these are actually not pictures, these are pictures created by AI based on real pictures, right? But are good enough, I can tell you, because I know these places are really good enough to demonstrate the idea for a cover of the itinerary. And finally, like an extra step, this is not automatically set into this AI, because the idea is not to create like a really detailed step-by-step itinerary. That is the next AI that I will show you, the next tool. But if you just want to illustrate each one of the days with one picture, and you don't have those pictures, if you have them, great, you can use your own. But if you don't have those pictures, you can ask AI the following: and now help me find high quality pictures online with a Creative Commons license that I can use for commercial purposes, that I can use to accompany each of the days suggested in the itinerary. Let's start by day number 1. And what it does, what AI goes on the internet and looks for pictures that are publicly available and have this Creative Commons license, which allows you to use these pictures not only to illustrate itineraries, but even if you want to resell them, like printing them in merchandising, like t-shirts or cups, whatever. That's not the purpose, but just for you to understand that you can look for Creative Commons licensed pictures that allows you to use it anywhere without any legal problems and to illustrate your itinerary. So here it is, and gives you the sources like Wikimedia Commons, for example. That's one of the sources. And that's for day 1. And you can just keep going doing this with the following places of your itinerary as well. So I hope you like this tool. It's very powerful. It saves you a lot of time. It helps you create great content. And we will review the next tool in the next session, which is actually how to create step-by-step self-guided itineraries. In the meantime, if you would like to have also more specialized help on how to get the most out of all these tools and have a one-on-one coaching for you or a training program for your staff, please don't hesitate in reaching out to me in this link here to learn more about my coaching program or training services. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy using this free tool, and I'll see you in the next chapter of this series.
AI, in the travel game we go. Got that AI on the low, taking flights to and fro, booking trips in a snap with a simple chat.